Shavua Tov. I hope you had a good Shabbat. Shabbat here in Israel is always good. I mean, even when it doesn't feel good, it's good. It's good when you look at the news. But when I looked inside Lukuti Moran today, Rabbi Nachman gave a mashal. It was a very interesting little story, but it's very deep if we're willing to go there. It's about a man who's a traveling salesman. He meets a thief on the way, and the thief takes out his gun and says, "Stick him up." Sounds like a good old Western. And he says, "What do you want?" He says, "Give me your money and all your belongings." He said, "Oh, fine, sure." And he gives them all to him. And then after a while, the man changes his mind and he goes back and he says, "Listen, I'm a traveling salesman. I have to go home. And I don't have any money to take home to my wife to prove that I've been working for the last 6 months. And maybe you could help me out with this." He says, "What do you want me to do? I just robbed you." And he said, "No, no, just shoot your gun into my hat to make it look like I was robbed." The thief obliged, put a hole in the hat, a couple holes maybe, and then he said, "Maybe you better shoot some holes in my pants and my jacket too." And so he shot some more gun fire into this guy's clothes, filled his clothes with holes. And then the thief said, "Well, I'm out of gunpowder." And immediately the guy who had been stolen from called his friend and they jumped on him. And of course, he took back all his stuff and the thief ran off with his tail between the legs, as they used to say. Now, he presents this story as a mashal. It sounds like a piece of, old-time comedy. But the students of Rabbi Nachman that were standing there listening to when he delivered this thing about 210, 12 years ago, they understood, we are told that there's a deep understanding, a deep mashala, and the nimshal, that the essence of the story is much more than just a clever guy getting another guy to run out of gunpowder. But he doesn't tell us the interpretation, which is a very interesting thing because it leaves the door open for many interpretations. Now, I had one that my wife said, "No, don't tell that one." So I'm not going to tell that one. But I told this story to her, and another interpretation said, "Fine, tell that one," which is that, of course, the thief is the evil inclination, and he's coming to steal our life force, simple life force. You wake up in the morning with life force, and you can go out and serve God, and you can sing, and you can dance, and you can praise, and you can learn. And before you ever get on the highway to work, hi, but the thief comes along and says, "No, no, 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 no. You need to sleep more. No, 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 no. You need to check your bills and check your phone and check your everything else." Starts dragging from that life force. You come home after a long day. "Oh, I really like to just relax a little bit." So you take a shower, you feel better, get dressed. "Oh, it's time for dinner. That looks nice." After dinner, "Oh, I'm so tired. I think I'm going to sleep." Now, I've done that many times, and I've said, why didn't I just open a book first? Why didn't I open something up and feed my mind before I feed my belly? Why not? Because he came along to steal some of that life force. And each of those holes that the thief shot in the guy's clothes, those are symbols of the thief stealing our life force. But at a certain point, the evil inclination loses its power. It runs out of gunpowder. It runs out of bullets. It runs out of evil thoughts. It runs out of lustful desires that you just don't buy anymore. And then you call your friend, your Yetzer Tov, your peace of God, your spark from forever that always goes back to forever, and you go with it and you don't die. You just go back to the source. He calls your spark of good and you say, "Okay, let's jump him." And you jump the evil inclination. And how do you do that? Well, how do you jump an angel? Well, Jacob jumped the angel down by the fjord of the Yabok, not so far from here. And he jumped him. It says they wrestled. How do you wrestle an angel? It's invisible. has no body. You can't grab. You can't put him in a headlock. Of course, the wrestle is with the angel in the mind. And the wrestling match is getting a steel will, a steel hold on yourself and on your good, that your good is not given up to no bad and no evil angel and no Asavian angel and nothing is going to defeat you when your will is strong and clear and direct. That I am a person of God, a student of the sages, a worker for the field of the tzaddikim, and I'm here to do good. And I'm not going to fall, no matter how many times I fall. I shouldn't say I'm not going to fall. Well, I'm not going to not get up, because I'm going to get up. And when you do that, the Yetzer Hara eventually leaves you alone, because he has no one to do business with. And then you get all your life force back that he stole. Nothing is never lost. So just like Newton's first rule of the conservation of energy in the universe, that nothing is lost, just transformed into another type of energy or power, so too with our spiritual power. It's never lost. It doesn't matter if you're 16 or 63. Your spiritual power that might have been lost in doing things that you'd rather not do will be coming back. When we get a hold and we win that match, we call in the Yetzer Tov, we call in our divine spark and say, no, enough is enough. I'm done. I'm done with this guy, this thief. Because that's all he is a thief. And he's going to give it back to us, God willing, soon, to the entire creation. The entire creation is going to get all the lost divine energy from the beginning. And that's why we're going to shine brighter, P7, 7 times greater than the light of the beginning of creation. So what does that mean? The sun's going to get 7 times closer, we're all going to be toast. No. The soul of man is going to shine 7 times brighter. And that's what we're looking for. And this year promises to bring us closer, because every year does, and closer to the final revelation, the final appearance of the light of our souls. So that the Midrash says that we're going to walk around at night and see each other's lights. That'd be funny. Well, maybe it meant we're all walking with telephones at the flashlight. I don't think so. No, you're going to be able to see your own light. You're going to be able to see the light of everyone else's soul. And you're going to say, why are we fighting? Let's dance. Let's join the party. Let's turn this creation around before it's too late. And that's what we're here to do, and we're going to do it. So I hope you all pick the right side of the dance floor. God bless you all. Have a great week.